It's the final stretch before the municipal election and time for the candidates to make their final impressions. Justine McIntyre is a political analyst. Hi, Justine.
Hi, Kelly.
So, first issue that the mayor will have to deal with, not an easy one because there's an STM strike about to come. So, how will they handle that right off the hop?
Yeah, it's going to be tough because they won't have any time to prepare. There have been ongoing negotiations for months, and now we're talking about two different groups, both the drivers and the l'entretien, the people who are responsible for maintenance at the STM. So right off the bat, whoever wins this mayoral race is going to be responsible for the STM, overseeing the STM, appointing a new president to the board of the STM as well, and hopefully coming to a conclusion, reaching a conclusion in terms of those negotiations, because otherwise that strike is really going to hurt a lot of Montrealers.
Well, before we get there, we do have to see who will be the next mayor. Projet Montreal seems to be courting certain groups. For instance, Luc Rabouin wants an LGBTQ plus commissioner. Is that pandering, or does it make a difference in the way that people vote?
There's been a bit of a trend in naming new commissioners at the City of Montreal. Valérie Plante had 3 commissioners. So there was somebody in charge of systemic racism, another one in charge of relationships with Indigenous communities. And she recently named a commissioner of the French language, responsible for the French language. So this would be yet another commissioner at the City of Montreal. I mean, it's starting to feel very bureaucratic. And yes, this late in the race, with just less than a week before the voting date, it does seem a little bit like Luc Rabouin is reaching out and trying to fix down, secure down those votes from the LGBTQ plus community.
Well, Rabouin took a dig at the Ensemble Montréal leader, essentially, who took over the party when she was living in Longueuil, saying he wants to be the mayor of the 514. How is that playing out?
It did seem like a bit of a jab, didn't it? Although he's been defending it, saying, no, it's just that my first priority is going to be with Montrealers. This has nothing to do with Soraya Martinez. She, of course, responded very strongly. She did feel that she was the target of that release, that particular statement that he made. And the truth is, a lot of Montrealers are people that have lived elsewhere. They're people that have moved here from another province. Montrealers may have lived in Laval at some point of their life or moved from Laval to Montreal, from Montreal to the South Shore. I mean, that migration happened. So it was it was really going out on a limb for him to say that. And while the intention of wanting to be the mayor for Montrealers is quite clear, it really came off as a jab.
Okay, well, I do want to ask something a little bit more personal. You served on city council for 5 years. For the hundreds of candidates who are in the last days, what are the nerves like? What's the excitement like at this point for all those candidates?
It's such a roll of the dice. This late in the game, everybody is probably wondering where the chips are going to fall once the votes are counted, because, polls are one thing, Kelly, but when the votes are actually in and counted, the results are anybody's best guess. And so even, councillors that might not be in the winning team could be elected. There are going to be all kinds of surprises on election night. So it's best to prepare for the best and the worst and just be ready to be surprised. But to all of the candidates, still a big bravo, because putting yourself forward in that way takes a lot of courage. So congratulations to all of them.
All right. Well, Justine, a great message to leave it on. We'll leave it there for this week. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Kelly.